Hi, you guys. Hello. Happy Thursday, pre-Friday, whatever you want to call it. My name is Mackenzie. I'm a licensed private investigator, and I'm here to sell you some makeup. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. I actually really do sell makeup. But I wanted to answer some of your questions about the PI story that I posted yesterday. Really educated questions that you guys asked. And I was actually really impressed because some of the questions are like, well, I don't understand. Like, why do you have to just like tell on them? And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. No, whatever. So I don't know, whatever questions you had about that story, I'd love to answer them for you, but I am going to do a quick face of makeup. I put on my sunscreen, which I use as a primer. I use this stuff, but there's Drunk Elephant just released a new tinted one, which is a little bit more darkly tinted. Is that a word? That's a word. It's fine. Anyways, the tinted SPF, and you see how it's not super matte, it's not super glowy, it is perfect, but it's only SPF 36. One that you might want to consider if you're going to be more out in the sun and it's more than just like every day. Pancakes. I love pancakes. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. This is the Supergoop just came out with this. It's the Protect Tint Daily SPF, and it's SPF 50. So really good options to use as primer. That one's a little bit more matte. I like it a little bit more dewy. So I'm going to be in the sun a little bit today, right? Before I'm going to go outside with my son, and not like in public, but still I kind of want to give you some ideas on different things you could do to just enhance your natural beauty. So one thing that I like to do is take an illuminator. My favorite is the rose gold illuminator. And if you take your cream illuminator, I'm just going to go all willy-nilly. Take your cream illuminator and just kind of apply it all over. This cream makeup it's not heavy. Like when I first heard of cream, I was like, cream, gross. Gross. It's not. Stop it. It is not like one of those products that's like super gross and like creamy and wet and ew. It's not like that. So I'm just taking my cream illuminator and literally all willy-nillying it all over my face. Which, by the way, if you have not gotten Freedom Barbie merch yet, you have to. We just dropped a whole bunch of new summer items. Hi, son. You waiting on me?
Oh, you want to what?
Yeah. Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
Blessed Jesus, Lord. You scared? That was right in my face. He's not dramatic at all. We're not related. Anyway, so I'm taking that cream illuminator and I'm just literally dusting it all over my face. And I want to show you that it is glowy, it is not greasy or weird or whatever. So if you're going to be outside, literally just dust this all over and look how pretty. You see what I mean? Like, just dust your illuminator all over your face. It is not a super full coverage. It is super light, and you can just see how as I'm turning and I'm catching the light. You want some more?
No!
Some tinted sunscreen. I love it. I love going out in the sun. Yes, have him do your makeup again. Oh, they want you to do my makeup again. Hey, son, don't play with scissors. Why? Oh, my God. Anyway, so illuminator all over underneath. It's gorgeous. Do it. If you haven't done it, do it. Okay. So now that that's done, and you can use any illuminator underneath, anything like any glowy SPF, whatever you want. This is a 4 compact. Build one of these if you're like, I really want to try this makeup, but I'm terrified. First of all, it's makeup. Get you some makeup wipes, and then you have a weapon against your mate. Like if you're scared of it, just like get you some self-defense, girl. I don't know. But meanwhile, this is a 4 palette. This basically has everything you need to get the shape, the dimension, the coverage, everything that you need without layers. And this is a really great way to get... Oh, the strawberries. The Plant City strawberries, you can't beat them. This is a really great way to get coverage and dimension and all those things, but you don't have to be scared of it. So I don't typically apply my makeup with my fingers, but I just want to show you the simplicity of this. So this makeup is cream, but you can see it's not like creamy wet. You see what I mean? It's like you know what I'm saying? Oh, you started from the beginning with the PI stories. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. So many of them. I bet you sat for hours. Okay, so see how I'm just like, and you just slap this on. This isn't something that it's like, okay, it has to go exactly right here. This is a slap it on all willy-nilly type of situation, okay? That's all we're doing. Slap it on all willy-nilly. Under the lip a little bit. I was dying. I'm so glad you watched them. This is a trick for nose contour. You don't have to nose contour, but if you want to, this is a fun way to do it. Get your finger up in there. It looks like poop, but it's not, I promise. And you kind of just like touch them together like that. Transfer the pigment. When you put your fingers together like this on your nose, it looks like they're touching, but they're not because they're curved. And when you come straight down, see that line it creates right there? We just want that to be a really skinny, bright line. And then these little contours kind of touch, right? That's how a simple way to do nose contour. Super easy, nothing crazy. This is, if you get scared of it, then just blend it away. This makeup is dummy proof. And then if you want to kind of just like blend it in, light dusting, you blend it in. A lot of people think, oh, this is cream. There's no way you could blend that with a brush or whatever. Stop it. Stop. Everybody just freaking stop. This makeup is easy. Like a freaking 4-year-old can do it. Okay? I'm telling you. Look. Like fingers, boop, boop, a little bit of, we call it concealer. It doesn't really conceal anything. It's just a brightening highlight. We're just brightening with this. So the whole idea is putting this is our foundation. All of these colors are our foundation, right? We're just putting our foundation colors where they go so that when we blend them all together, we're already highlighted, contoured, and snatched to Jesus, looking like $1,000,000, looking like a snack, a whole ass Thanksgiving dinner. Screw a snack. We a whole ass meal. That's what we're doing. Anyways, and then you just take your main highlight shade and put it everywhere else. You guys, this makeup is literally so easy. And I think a lot of people think it's hard or scary because it's not what we're used to. We're used to just one color, which is so not confusing, right? One color, we just put that everywhere. It's not confusing. It's easy, right? But it ain't doing nothing for your face, girl. It ain't doing nothing for your skin. With all that alcohol in those products, it's not doing nothing for your skin as you get older. It's not doing anything for your dimension as you leave your house and, you're like, okay, well, I have full coverage, but girl, you look one-dimensional. So with this makeup, it's just a really cool, fun way to get some coverage, some dimension. You can build it. You can wear less of it, lighter, heavier, whatever you want. And look, I'm literally just like tapping this in, a little bit of dusty, sweepy, and it's literally this easy. These shades are only $16 each. So like where you spend like, let's say $42 on a bottle of foundation, right? You get $16, whatever. And so 16, 32, and then what's the next one? 32, 42, 48. So for $48, you get the 3 shades and you're already highlight, contour, and all the things, and you don't, like, you're already dimensional. So where you go into Ulta and you're like, oh, $42 for a bottle of foundation. Perfect. Let's check out. And then I say $16 for a foundation. You're like, oh my God, that's so expensive. And I'm like, how do y'all figure? I think, I don't math, but I think a lot of other people don't math either, but it's fine. Anyways, so you just take these shades and just kind of like blend them, and as you blend it, it just kind of melts into your skin, creates a really beautiful finish over your SPF, which we're all doing SPF, right? Because we're taking care of our skin. And you just kind of tap it in. This is the Shape brush, by the way. This is probably one of my favorites. And then for this little guy, you just tappy, little blendy. And then as the makeup warms on your skin, it'll just melt. How do we get the edges of the pan when we're almost out? Oh, good question. If you take one of these pans, like when it hits bottom, like when you start to see the metal, put it on like a coffee warmer or just put it on your stove for like 5 seconds on like warm, and it'll start to soften and all the edges will start to go towards the middle, and you can get literally every last drop of your makeup. It's really easy. Don't like cook it, just warm it just enough, or like put it out in the sun for a few minutes, especially in the summertime. It's just enough to soften it, and it'll spread throughout the pan so that you can get the rest of it. How does it look under my 64-year-old eyes? That's a good question, Karen. So this makeup actually does not cake and crease and wrinkles and lines and texture and all that stuff. So it's actually, the older someone is, the more I recommend this makeup. Or cream makeup in general. But this makeup is great because it's highly pigmented, so you don't need as much. It's very, very, very light. So for my mature skin customers, we shade up. We use a brush where we press in like the butt. By the way, there's a sale next week. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm such an asshole. Next week, all week, there's a bunch of stuff 40% off. Tons of the brushes are 40% off. This one, if you have mature skin, we're going to press. we're going to press in those areas. But if you have darkness under your eyes, we are not putting a bunch of concealer there and pretending like it's going to do something, because it's not. What we're going to do if you have darkness is we're just going to color correct with a demi color corrector or something simple. But when I apply my makeup, what you'll see is that when I apply it like this, I always blend down my nose and out under the bag line. I never apply makeup right here. Like, I don't do, you see people do that. I don't do that. I do not put any product right there, but then as I start to blend my makeup, it starts to blend. Like, it gets coverage there without shoving a bunch of product there. So the buff brush, I like to recommend the buff brush for more mature skin if you're textured, because by pressing your makeup in like this instead of sweeping or feathering, it's going to give you a much more full coverage. Number one, if you want full coverage, use a more dense brush, but it's going to help around those textured areas, especially like the heavy 11 lines, or, you know, any areas like that where it's extra heavy. Use the buff brush. So if you have lines and wrinkles, you're going to press your makeup in, but otherwise I can help you get, so if you have lots of lines and wrinkles, you might not do a bright color here. I might recommend a different color, not necessarily dark. What brush would you recommend for a starter? I 100% recommend the 3D brush. This one happens to come with the pre-made starter collections as well. But if you are someone who's just starting out and you're like, look, girl, I want one brush. Which one is it? It's the 3D brush. This one can do, I think this one can do more with one brush than any other brushes, which you could probably use any other brush, but for a beginner, I would always start with the 3D brush. If I, like, gun to your head, one brush, what is it? It's the 3D brush. That's just because I feel like it's easier for beginners. The more fluffy brush is going to kind of dust all over. So like for your bronzer or whatever. So the same brush that I was just using to blend, I'm going to come into my blush. This is called Nude, and just tap this on your cheeks. Beauty Judy, tap it on your cheeks. Love, 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 love. Kind of dust this all over. This makeup will melt into your skin. There is no reason for you to be applying your makeup and pressing and dragging it. This makeup it should not be moving around your skin. You should just tap it in, press it in, and it just gives you a really beautiful finish, whatever. And you know how I did the illuminator all underneath? It's so light. Everything's the same consistency, so it's not stacking makeup like liquid foundation and then it dries and it's like dry paint, and then you come in and you put your concealer, which also dries, and then you put your contour, and then you put your blush and all these things, and now you're stacking, which is how we get heavy cakey makeup, right? This makeup is all the same consistency, so it's doing this. It's not sitting on top of each other. It is just melting all together to create this really beautiful finish. And then, so this is the 4 palette. So I will match you to these shades. You build a small palette. And when you get it, you're going to be like, damn, she was right. This is really easy. And then you're going to be like, okay, girl, I want more colors. I want lip and cheek colors. And then you're going to have eyeshadows. Before you know it, you're going to have this big giant palette and be like, oh, this is so pretty. I need even more colors. And it's so fun. You'll get addicted. Around my glasses on my nose is my problem area. Is that where it rubs? Because I would recommend tapping a setting spray there, like, and then tapping a setting powder there and then using a setting spray. It shouldn't budge. So I'd be curious to know what you were using. That was me. You know, so many people look at this and they're like, I really want to try this makeup. Like, you make it look really easy, but also, I thought I was the only one with trust issues. Y'all got some trust issues because y'all are like, I don't know. I just don't. Like, people don't want to be sold to, right? Like, people want to purchase all day long, but people don't want to be sold to. So the people that think they're being sold to, they're like, I don't know, it looks good. I'll try it. I just want to try a couple of these shades. And then those are the people that end up with like 7 big, huge palettes of like all the colors. And I'm like, listen, I try to tell you. And they're like, I feel so beautiful. And I'm like, I know, it's so nice. So I love, love, love the women who are like, there's just no way. I'm going to try it. And the women like me, the ones who were like, that's stupid. Like, that's ridiculous. And then whenever they get it, they're like, okay, you were right. And I'm like, I know. Around where they rub, and I assume it's also because I push them up all day. It could be amber. Take the Vanilla Dust setting powder. Hold on, let me get my big bag, my jammer. Take the Vanilla Dust setting powder, and you can take a little brush or just your fingers or whatever. Lightly dust. You can even press it in if you want. So press, tap, 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 right here in the area where your noses are, where your glasses are, tap that setting powder, right? So setting powder is basically going to lock down your makeup. Okay, so setting powder, setting, and then you're going to with a setting spray, let it all dry, and you are literally bulletproof. Your makeup will not budge after that. It just won't. It's not going nowhere. It's cool. Watch this. Hold on, we're going to do a science experiment. Hold on, watch. It's kind of cool. Science experiment. Lip and cheek color. Lots of lip and cheek, like more than anyone would necessarily need, right? Lots of lip and cheek, and we're doing 2 swatches, right, of lip and cheek. Like these are 2 lip and cheekies. And then I run cold. What do I do to make it melt better? Oh, you can, if you're someone who does your makeup or if you're someone who put on your makeup, like dot it on your face or just put it on with the brush or whatever. Yeah, we have a setting spray. It's it has aloe in it. Great for summer and winter. It's great. Get the aloe setting. It's good. It's really good setting spray. So it's like hydrating and moisturizing, but also bulletproof. If you put on your makeup on your face, don't blend it. Just put it on, like dot it on or use the brush to apply it. Blow dry your hair and then blend your makeup. Butter. It's like butter. Or just take your blow dryer and zap your face, or just whatever. You can zap take your blow dryer a little bit on your tins and like soften them a little bit. But that's I dry my setting spray with my blow dryer and it melts it in. Yes, it does. If I'm in my bedroom, at my bedroom vanity, my husband's a penguin, y'all. We live in an igloo, and there's like 12 degrees and it's blowing like icicles on me. My makeup does not blend as well, and so you just take a blow dryer or just whatever, or just let it sit on your skin. The heat from your skin will soften it over time, and then it will blend. Like I notice when I'm doing surveillance and I'm in my car, it's like 400,000 degrees, and when I do my makeup in my car, it melts so much better, so much quicker. So if it's a little bit more chilly, you have to give it more time on your skin, or just like rub it together and dot it on, or use a blow dryer or something. Okay, what was I doing now? Oh yeah, so these are blush colors, right? So let's say we take Moss Setting Powder after we put on these are not really blended in. I probably should have blended them in more, but it's fine. If you take your setting powder, I'm just taking a whole bunch of setting powder, and let's put it on this guy. Just on one, it's fine. I went a little crazy. A little bit of setting powder on one, but not the other, which that would typically be more blended in, but whatever. You see how it mattifies it just a little bit, but then, see how it locks it? It wipes this one, but it locks that one. That's what setting powder does. That's why we're doing setting powder. It's kind of cool. So setting powder but you don't want to do it all over your face. Don't do the setting powder all over, because then you're going to look dry, and it's like, we're not doing that no more. Like, we want to look youthful and glowy. So don't do the setting powder thing all over. Just do it in the areas where we tend to like rub or touch the most. Sometimes it's our chin, our nose, or like right around the eye area, whatever. I usually just do it in my T-zone, but that's what setting powder does. It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool to see it like in action. It's really, really neat. Anyways, just get a color match from me. The color matches are free. It's $16 a shade. You guys, it is not expensive makeup. If you replace your whole makeup bag with Saint, and it costs you, let's say, $200, $300, including the brushes and all the things, and you throw away all your other makeup, right? I would like you to go to Ulta, get the same exact items, and compare the cost. Like a foundation, a concealer, a contour, a blush, all the things that you would get, and compare the cost. That's where I think, if you're replacing everything at once, like, it's a couple $100, but you don't have to either. Like, if you just want one color, then you just $16, and then next paycheck, buy another one, and then you just build a palette. Get the dang makeup. I'm telling you, it's true. I probably shouldn't be in sales because it's expensive if you're addicted to So is cocaine, but we could be doing drugs and we're not. So this is fine. This is better. This is a good option. Anyways, and then when you build your palette, like, you can put your foundation colors, your illuminator, and then even if you put illuminator underneath, if you still come in, hey Kim, you can still come in and just apply the illuminator on top and get the glow just kind of in the areas where you want it to catch a little bit better. And look how glowy that is. It's so glowy. Just telling you. My husband used to say that. He used to say, you're buying more makeup. And I'm like, it could be heroin. It could be meth, but it's not. You're welcome. Like, could be worse. You know what I mean? It's all perspective. It could be worse, and it's not. So you're welcome. Who does he think he is? Just kidding. Anyway, so then if you wanted to add something like bronzer and you wanted to add bronzer to your palette, this is a really nice way to get a really beautiful, real quick summer kind of glow. Tap your brush into your bronzer. It's a big brush, but you just kind of tap it in there. You're not jamming it. Does it matter skin type? No. Dry skin, hydration. Oily skin, it's oily because it needs hydration. So when you use this makeup, it will hydrate your skin all day. There's no alcohols in this like liquid foundation. So when you put on a mattifying foundation, it says mattifying because there's alcohol in it. It is drying out your skin and it's going to make your skin produce more oil. And if your skin is dry, it's going to... So everybody's like, but I don't want my skin to look greasy. Girl, your skin ain't going to look greasy. It's going to look glowy. It's going to look like pretty. And so that's the difference, is that there's no alcohol in it. So it'll just keep that hydration all day. And so dry skin, yes, it will create hydration for you. Oily skin means that your skin is needing hydration. Not a drink of water. It needs hydration. It is not thirsty. It is dying. You know what I mean? Like they say, what's the difference between moisturizing and hydrating? Like moisturizing is like keeping it moisturizing is like adding moisture, obviously, right? And then hydrating is like getting it in there and like absorbing all the hydration, which is what this makeup provides, which is why I love it and why I think every woman, like all of my customers are like, oh, I love my skin so much better. And it's just freaking pretty. I don't know what to tell you. It's just pretty freaking makeup. I feel like if I was to ever have to like sell cars or like something different, I don't think I could do it. Because I'm I'm a top seller at this company, and I tell people all the time, they're like, well, what if I don't want to buy the makeup? I'm like, then don't. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But like sales, they have like sales trainings, and they'll have these people come in that are like, they're sales, and they're like, listen, if someone says no, that doesn't mean no. And I'm like, no, yeah, no is a complete sentence. That's how things work. No means no. Like, that doesn't mean, well, we'll talk about it. Like, imagine other situations where no doesn't mean no. Like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? So that's not a thing. So I feel like I don't think I could sell literally anything else. I just could never. Because if you tell me no, I'm gonna be like, okay, bye, have a nice day. Yes, you can melt any of them that don't have shimmer. If you melt the ones with shimmer, then the shimmer will kind of fall to the bottom. So when you get to the edges of the shimmer ones, the little shimmer pans, you can just get like a Q-tip and get in the little corners and like put it on your face from the Q-tip and use that as your little applicator. That's what I do when I run out. And I know these makeup palettes can look a little dirty sometimes. Just take your makeup wipe and just clean it off. It's so much better than trying to put your whole makeup bag in the washing machine. Have you ever tried to do that? It doesn't work out. Anyways, see, it just cleans up pretty. But anyways, get a free color match from me. Just comment the word match here. Like, just literally type the word match. And you type the word match and it'll, like, I'll send you, I have my little robots and I have it set up to bless it sometimes. Sometimes I don't know how people do automations. Like, I hate the fact that I have so many customers that I have to, like, use automation. But it's the only way to serve my customers, like, the best. But I wish it could just be me, like, personally, but then it would take like 3 days. So, but yeah, comment the word match. Thanks. Kimmer, let me know if you, or Sue, is it Sue? Sue Kimmer? Is it backwards? Anyways, let me know if you don't get that color match form in your message box. So I have it set up so that if the robot sees the word match, it sends you into your inbox the color match form so that you can look at the color match form and you send it back to me. What I do is I look at your face shape, your age. I look at texture. I look at your eye color, obviously your skin color. And if you can, show me this stuff, like, not to be sexy, like don't show me your boobies, but like, I like to match this area. It helps me to match better. So like if you could wear something, oh God, that'd be great. Sorry, but it's true. Anyway, so I look at all those things, the color of your hair. I look at the root of your hair, your eyebrows, your eyelashes. I look at all of those things, and that's how I color match. And so, then what I do is I send you a list of shades, like a foundation and a concealer and a contour and lip and cheeks and eyeshadows and all those things. And I send them to you and I say, oh, good, thanks for letting me know you got that. And I say, hey, here's a list of all the things I think would look great on you. But at the end of the day, y'all, like, I ain't your mama. Do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? So like, get whatever colors you like, but sometimes you can't be trusting these colors online because they be lying sometimes. These colors lie. Hold on. I got to show you. One of my favorite lies that the internet tells is this one. So this dark color right here is called Royal, and it looks so dark. And there's one called Black Cherry that is like a plummy color, and it looks black online. I have to show you this because look. This is this super ridiculous dark color. And look how freaking pretty it is. Do you see what I mean? That's that dark color. So like, don't trust the internet. Like, you can trust me. I hate saying that. If you've ever listened to my podcast, The Dating Detectives, like, we always say, don't trust anyone. Like, what's the best advice you can give to someone who's dating? Like, tell them you do not trust them and let them know, because then they're not going to pull one over on you if they already know that you do not trust them. Anyway, so, hey, thanks, Danny. Let me know if you don't get that form, but it should come automatically to you. And so then I'm like, hey, don't trust anyone on the internet because people are assholes. And like, I'm a true crime girl. So like, crimes in my head, my son goes to the mailbox for 5 minutes and I'm thinking of like 40 things that could happen to him while he's gone, and I'm panicking the whole 5 minutes. Anyway, so that's my mind. And then I come on the internet like, hey, trust me, buy makeup from me. And you guys, it is the hardest, like, it's the hardest thing to like do in my head. Like, I'm like, so don't tell people, don't trust strangers, but I'm a stranger and you want them to trust you. And it's like, yeah, well, here we are. But just follow your gut. Just go with your gut. I had a Saint artist who left and it reassigned me to someone new. How could I switch artists? Oh, if you ever want to switch your artist, just all you have to do is send an email to, if you go sign into your account and go to where it says contact us and just say, hey, can you please move me to this artist? And then just give them my name or whatever. Or if you just send me a message, I can message them for you if you want. I'll screenshot this and I can take care of it for you. I hate asking my customers to like do their own stuff. Like, my customers, if they ever say like, hey, I don't like this shade, I want to swap it out, I usually just take it on. Like, I just do it for them because I texted you for a new color match because I've been with you for a year just a minute ago. Oh, okay, good. So I'll send you so you need updated colors then, right? Like, have your colors changed? Because if they have, also for summertime, I put on my color match form, there's a box that says, do you want me to also match you for a summer shade? So what that means is, if you've ever been on the website and you look at the pre-made collection, I think they're called starter collections now, like starter bundles, it gives you 2 foundation colors. One's lighter and one's darker. Typically, the idea with the cream makeup is that, like, if you are someone who your neck is always lighter than your face and you need your makeup to match your neck, you can use a lighter color on your jaw, right, to match your neck, and then a darker color on the rest of your face. And that's how cream makeup works. Like, that's why it's so versatile, because you can do literally anything, right, with your shades. And that's because they're all the same consistency. So you don't have to worry about, oh, but I have one color here and one color here. That's weird. No, it all blends the opacity is different than liquid foundation. So you don't have to worry about it blending. It will all blend together. And so that's the whole concept between the 2 foundations. But also, going from spring to summer, the more we're spending more time outside, because it's summertime, we're naturally outside more. Even if you're like, well, I never go to the beach or I never go outside. What you don't realize is during the summer, yes, you do get a different shade. So that's why I like to match to a darker shade, because by the end of the summer, everyone always needs that darker shade. And they're like, gosh, I didn't even go outside. And I'm like, I know, because summer does that. Summer's so bright. Anyway, so that's why you have multiple shades. So don't ever panic. Like, my main normal palette is like the 27, which is like this size, and it has like, I usually have 3 to 4 different foundations, a couple different contours. There's some contours that are lighter, some are darker, some are warmer, some are cooler, and I love playing with those different colors. For my customers, most of my customers, 99.9% of my customers do not want that much like confusion, but there are some who know their makeup. They yeah, Kim, will you please text me? Just text me and I can get you that color match. If you're already my customer and you need to shade up, like, text me. I go from white girl to dark girl. That's most of us in the summer. So whenever you are what was I saying? Oh yeah, in the summertime shade up. What was I saying? I have ADHD and I lost it. Sorry. But yeah, anyways, it's always a good idea to have multiple shades. Oh, that's what I was saying. There are a couple of my customers who know makeup really well and they love this particular makeup, and they'll have like 4 or 5 different foundation, highlight colors, whatever, because you might go from like in the winter time, I can wear amber as an all over main shade, but in the summertime, amber is my brightening highlight and I have to go much darker. So it just depends on like where you're at. And because it's cream, this is not like liquid foundation. Don't compare it to liquid foundation. It's like apples to oranges. It is not the same. Saint isn't just like choosing between Clinique or Too Faced or Benefit or Pharmacy or Saint. Like it's not even in the same category. Like you can't be like, which foundation should I get? Saint, Too Faced? You can't. You cannot compare them. This is a whole different ball of wax. So actually the founder of Saint, her name is Kara Brooke. And did you know that the company Saint used to actually be called Mascara, because her name is Kara. Mask Kara, makeup is a mask Kara, which it's argued now that she didn't like the name ultimately because makeup shouldn't be a mask, but whatever. Anyways, Mascara, and mascara is a cosmetic product. She's never had a mascara. And you want to know why? Because she has yet to find a way to create a mascara that is better or different than any other mascara out there. That's what she's done here. So that's what's different about Saint, is that it is different, it is better, it is unique, it is novel, it is not like other makeup. So you can't go to Benefit and be like, well, Benefit has the same thing where you can pop the colors in and then choose your palette and then build everything, one by one. Like, you can choose the different, and then it's just a matter of what formula. It's not like that. This is the only one. There are lookalikes. There are people that have taken this makeup brand and they have kind of done their own, but like, oh, we can do that too. What's cool about this makeup is that, number one, it's original. It's from an Allure beauty blogger, makeup artist. She knows her stuff. She's basically a genius. The company is debt-free. She turned down Sephora, which who turns down Sephora? She turned down Sephora because Sephora wanted to source the ingredients cheaper and jack up the prices, and they wanted to add different ingredients to make it a little bit better. And she says, nah, this is my baby, we're leaving it the same. And Sephora said no, and she said, okay, bye-bye, thank goodbye, and she walked away. And now she's a gazillionaire with like a debt-free company, and she's got all of these artists who are so passionate about this makeup and helping other women, find this beauty and this confidence in such an easy way. So cool. By the way, if you want to sell this makeup or you just want to be an artist, they do not require any minimum sales ever. Like, you never, ever, ever have to sell a single thing if you don't want to. The only requirement is that if you have a team, like, how direct sales and you do the team and you can like build a team or whatever, they don't require that either. You do not have to build a team. If you don't want to. This is not a pyramid scheme. It's not something crazy. What they do require is that if you do have a team and you want to earn money off of the people that are under you, because when like there's like 400 girls on my team, right? And when they sell makeup, I earn a percentage of their commissions. I earn a commission on what they sell on, and then they earn commission, whatever. That's what encourages you to sell more makeup and to build it and recruit, because you are the shelf. You are not Sephora, you are the shelf, right? You are the franchise, the store, whatever. So anywho, if I want to earn commission off of my team, I have to sell makeup as well. That is the one requirement. And even then, it's just a small amount. It's like $350 a month for me to earn off my team. So very, very minimum requirement if you want to earn further commission. So they did a really good job setting up the compensation plan in a way that's not disgusting. It's not gross. I'm someone who's very ethical and I have a very solid moral compass. Like I'm not someone who, like, I don't like the whole dishonesty thing. Even if you can get away with it, that's not me. I refuse. I will do the right thing 100% of the time, every time, because I feel like I will sleep better at night.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I just blew snot out of my nose, but it's fine. He wants me to go swimming with him. So anyways, I'm going to go swimming with my kid for a little bit, spend some time with him. And Amanda, this is royal. This is this dark, scary, crazy color. I'm blown away by it every time. Royal. You guys, $16, $16, $16. Like, you build your palette however you want. If your budget is $32 and you're like, that's it, $16, $16. And then next week you get paid again, $16. And then the next week, and you can build a palette as big or as small as you want. They do not require you to make any size purchases. You don't have to pay to be like a member and then you get like a discount. Like, no, this is how much the makeup costs. It doesn't matter if you paid extra or not, like whatever. There's no like membership. Like, it's just a retail store. You go to Ulta, you buy something, you don't like it, you return it. You go to Saint, you buy something, you don't like it, you return it. Same thing. Super cool. That's why I will always like have this company's back, because I think they've done a really great job by their consumers, by their artists and their people. I think they've done a great job. It sucks that like when they have sales, things sell out really quickly, because I don't think they do a good job on inventory. And like, I don't know how to whatever, but they've, I've given my feedback. That's all I can do. But anyways, really great company. Get a free color match, comment match, get some easy makeup. You will freaking love it. It is game changing for women who are stupid when it comes to makeup. There are too many women out there right now who are like, I just don't wear makeup because I just don't know how. I was never taught. I don't know what I'm doing, so I just don't bother. I'm just not worth it. I don't know. It's never going to make me pretty. Yes, it will. I was that girl. I know what it's like to be that girl who doesn't feel pretty, who doesn't feel confident. And I was that girl who would watch the YouTube influencers and be like, oh, she's so pretty. If only I could do my makeup like her. I was that girl. Guess what? Number one, you can. And number two, we all shit our pants the whole exact same way. We all get gurgle guts and have to rush to the bathroom and almost crap our pants. Okay? It happens. He does it. I do it. We all do it. We all shit our pants the exact same way. Why are you holding just a light bulb?
I don't know.
Why is he anyways, that's my PSA for today. We all shit our pants the same way. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You deserve to feel confident. This can help you do it. I personally know what it's like and can help you feel that way. So anyways, thanks for watching. Get a free color match. And also, you can literally, the number that I give you guys, and I'm like, hey, text me. It's really me. Like, it's legit me. So if you message and you're like, hey, girl, hey. And then it's me who responds. So just letting you know. It's me. It's me. It's me. Directly me. It's not like a robot and some weird guy in like New York or New Delhi, whatever, who's like messaging on my behalf. It is me. What?
What is New Delhi?
I don't know. It's not outsourced. Anyways, okay, love you guys. I'm gonna go swimming with Rye. Love you, bye.